The more divided the society, the easier it is to confuse people, to manipulate people, to use propaganda tools, which is exactly what the media, the public media, TV and the radio, the national ones, what they're doing. Well, I think the role of the media, both traditional and social, is pretty much similar. I mean, it is to create the space for dialogue, for debate, to discuss human rights, to discuss current events, obviously. But also nowadays, probably more than ever, it's important that both traditional and social media just tell the truth. I mean, we have so much fake news. We're living in this post-truth, post-politics world. So for us at Oko.press, where I work, and other liberal and fact-checking media, going back to the roots, which is telling the truth and verifying your facts, that's the most important thing. So I think in any society, that's the role of media, to describe and narrate about the reality, the society, the politics, everything that is happening. In Poland, there's huge polarization when it comes to society, and there are various reasons for it, obviously, but the main division lines run along political and ideological differences. That is a result of some historical events. But since the ruling party took over, since Law and Justice won the election, the polarization has risen. And not only that, because the ruling party, the government, is using certain narrative to divide the society, because the more divided the society, the easier it is to confuse people, to manipulate people, to use propaganda tools, which is exactly what the media, the public media, TV and the radio, the national ones, what they're doing. The media in Poland are also polarized. Those that support the government, the populist far-right government, are or have become the propaganda tubes, and then they brutalize the language, the materials they show, the way they show the news. So their opponents, not necessarily supporting opposition, but just being against what's going on, had to do the same. So the debate becomes more heated, more brutal in a way. And that is a result and also a reason at the same time of polarization in Poland. There's still pluralism in Polish media, except for the national TV and the radio that are monopolized basically and are serving as propaganda tubes for the government. And this is obvious to anyone and journalists. The same goes for the supporters of the government in the right-wing media in the Polish market. As for the freedom of press, as I said, we still have pluralism, and that's something to be hopeful about. But the situation here and the way the government took over the national media has risen some serious questions about freedom of press in Poland, and that has been apparent to journalists, editors, both in our country, in Poland, and abroad. And what has to be done? I think what has to be done, we need to talk to one another, create the space for dialogue.